Hey y'all, this is Randy out here in Callaway, and welcome to Story Time. Today, or tonight's story, depending on if and y'all are brave enough to listen to it in the dark, is about October 31st, 1983, Hallerween in the big city of Rocky Mount, Virginia. Trick-or-treating was on the way, and we was excited as all get out. Me and my friend Matthew had went out earlier that week and picked out our costumes. We looked up at the Kmart and found some good ones. I was going to be Mr. T, and Matthew was going to be E.T., the extraterrestrial. We was also taking along my cousin Patrick, who at the time was a little bit overweight and had got quite teased about it at school. Some of the meaner kids even called him Patrick. But never you mind, he wasn't gonna miss Hallerween over it. But just about as we was getting ready to leave school, the biggest bully we'd ever seen, Big Richard Longwood, come up to Patrick and said, "Hey, I know y'all are going out trick-or-treating tonight. I hope you save some for the rest of us, you fat turd." And suddenly a large voice called out from across the hall. It was Miss Gentry, the principal. She hollered out, "You leave them boys alone, Richard. You're old enough to know better than to mess with them little fellers. The only reason you're still here is that you failed the 6th grade twice. You better pass this year before your mustache starts a-comin' in." We was mighty relieved, but we could see it in Big Richard's eyes that he was cross with all of us, and he wasn't going to let being embarrassed like that go quite so easy. Big Richard called out, "Y'all know the Red Eyes and Bloody Bones is going to be looking out for you tonight. Y'all'll see." "Red Eyes and Bloody Bones," I said. "Oh no, man. What do y'all think about that?" Now Patrick thankfully had got a head start on critical thinking because his sister was going to motorcycle repair school through a correspondence course and understood the value of science over superstition. "There ain't no Red Eyes and Bloody Bones," Patrick said, "and I'm gonna fix old Richard good this Hallerween. Y'all'll see." We just shrugged our shoulders and went on home to get ready for trick-or-treating. It was getting dark, and me and Matt was getting costumed up, and here come old Patrick down the sidewalk dressed up like a chubby Luke Skywalker. "Hey man, y'all ready to go?" said Patrick with a strange excitement in his voice. "Yeah," we said. "Are you all right?" "Yeah, man, I'm just excited for the thrill of the hunt, you know what I mean?" said Patrick. "Well, yeah, man, I guess so," we said. And old Patrick just sat there grinning with a maniacal twinkle in his eye. We got on our way and was doing pretty good, and Patrick was steadily giggling the whole time, almost to the point where we was getting a little bit worried about him. I said, "Hey man, you doing okay?" And Patrick just looked back at me a-grinning like a wild hyena. "Oh yeah, I'm doing real good," Patrick said, and he just continued on to laughing the same way he'd been doing all evening. And suddenly there was a rustle in the bushes, and out came a shadowy figure with glowing red eyes. Oh no, it was Red Eyes and Bloody Bones, just like Big Richard had warned us. A deep voice came from behind the Red Eyes and said, "Behold, I am fear incarnate. The Red Eyes and Bloody Bones is upon ye, and your candy I've come to steal, man, so hand it over. You know what I mean?" Anyway, me and Matt just started a hollering and run out of there like a bolt of lightning. But not Patrick. We looked back and there he was, just a-standing. Patrick bravely looked up at the shadowy figure and said, "Please forgive our trespass, O Ancient One, and take these gifts of Hallerween treats as a gesture of respect and obedience. For you truly are the ruler of the darkness, a master of the macabre, Samhain in full swing, man." We just stood there, minds a-blown. Anyway, old Red Eyes took Patrick's Hallerween bag and run off into the night laughing maniacally. But that laugh was a familiar one to us, and before we knowed it, it hit me. I said, "Hey man, that was Big Richard Longwood. It was all just a dirty trick, man," and just listen to him laugh. Patrick looked back at me and Matt and said, "Well, is it a trick? or is it a treat? And he held up a shiny wrapper in the moonlight. We looked closely at it, and it said Turbolax Extra Strength, Prescription Strength. It is a violation of federal law to use this product in a manner inconsistent with its labeling. Old Patrick had thought ahead and put a bunch of X-Lex in his candy bucket 'cause he figured old Richard would come a-messing with us, and old mean Richard was doing the pooch scooting boogie all the way home, man. The moral of the story here, I think, is don't be picking on nobody unless you want to get your candy switched out with laxatives. Anyway, this here's Randy. Y'all keep it rockin' and happy Hallerween.